senza vergogna spigliato, guardate in faccia il fiero tango, che fosti la gioia d'essere un uomo per davvero. Tango, che fosti felice come sono stato anch'io, secondo quanto mi narra il ricordo o l'oblio.
And action!
The 1940s was the decade of exaltation, the time of massively popular dances with live orchestras and a huge diffusion through radio, albums and cinema. Tango was heard in cafes and cabarets and danced in tea rooms, clubs, unions, salons and carnivals. It was also the time in which Argentina found geopolitical success with a neutral advantage during the Second World War. The military dictatorship of the infamous decade ended in 1943 by a revolution allowing the legitimate government of Juan Domingo Perón to be formed in 1945. The influence that the First Lady Eva Perón had in putting in place national and popular policies helped industry to flourish and brought about the revival of tango. It was the time of musical arrangers, writing specifically for the piano, making it more rhythmical in order to attract more dancers. It was so popular that the orchestras, each one with their own style, had supporters like in football. So big was the passion that fights broke out over orchestras. Not being a dancer would turn people into total outsiders. Along with Juan D'Arienzo, the king of beat, Aníbal Troilo was another big exponent of the golden decade, not just for his quality as interpreter, but for being the monster of intuition. Every single musician wanted to play with him. Even the likes of Astor Piazzolla emerged from Troilo's orchestra. Due to the huge demand, orchestras had two singers whose protagonism, especially within the female audience, would cause dancers to stop just to listen to them sing. It wouldn't be fair not to mention other conductors from this period who commanded their own recognition in this space, like Canaro, Biaggi, Lomuto, Donato, Firpo, Pugliese, D'Agostino, De Mare, Mederna, Rodríguez, De Angelis, Di Sarli, Calò, Lawrence, Canturri, and Franchini and Pontier, and the singers Francisco Fiorentino, Alberto Castillo, Alberto Podestá, Raúl Verón, Roberto Chanel, Ángel Vargas, Alberto Echagüe, Héctor Maure, Floreal Ruiz, and Alberto Morán, among others. Sadly, by 1955, with Evita dead, the global success of Elvis Presley, the bloody rock and roll, and the end of the government of Perón, overthrown by another military coup, the splendor of tango began to fade. The local businesses reduced their budgets and orchestral ensembles had to decrease their components, plus with the prosecution and banning of many artists for belonging to the political party of Perón. The golden age of tango had come to the end. I see you next week for the last episode of this series, in which I'm going to tell you about the avant-garde of tango. Watch this special